Hi guys, I have my microphone on me today. Even the other day I did a sit down video. It was the book club review for The Housemaid. If you guys want to check that out, if you've read The Housemaid, it is, I'll link it down below, but it's in my book club playlist. And I noticed even that one, even with me sitting and talking right in front of the camera, the audio was a little low. So I think I'm going to start wearing the mic at all times. I did a test shot, seems to be working. I pray. If you guys see me like looking weirdly at the camera, I'm just making sure the green light is still on, because I have filmed clips before and they were completely useless because the mic was off. So that's the only thing that makes me a little bit nervous about using this, but I know it does help you guys to hear me better. So that is something I'm going to start doing. Anyway, I have a stack of books in front of me. So today's video is in collaboration with Sharmaine. My video is going up a little bit late. It is Indigenous People Day when I'm filming this here in the US. That's what I like to call it. And yes, I'm in my cozy pajamas. I even have a little cozy blanket around me. It is just a cozy fall day. And this is just how I want to start living my life more. I've been like, I don't know if overwhelmed, stressed out. And I just need to get back into reading. I didn't get to read at all for September. I'm lying. No, I didn't read any physical books. I listened to one audiobook. No, I'm lying. Yeah, no, I'm telling the truth. Which kind of bugs me out because I was doing so well, reading about 4 books a month, and I dropped the ball in September. But I also started a job. You guys know I'm a teacher, so September's always a rough month. So now that it's October, I want to at least read 2 books this month. And of course, book club helps because we automatically always read 1. The only reason I didn't read a physical book in September was because I finished The Housemaid in 1 day, right at the end of August. So I have a stack of books in front of me. This is going to be the video where me and Sharmaine talk about setting up our advent calendar. I know we got a lot of you guys like that series. I know Sharmaine loved it. We're doing it now so that way we don't remember what books we wrapped. We want it to be a surprise. But basically last year, Sharmaine, like literally at the end of 2022, Sharmaine had sent me a video. It was like a TikTok, and it was a girl who made herself a book advent calendar. And I remember looking them up on Etsy, and guys, they get expensive because books in general is not a cheap hobby, you know? And the person opened up a book like every day in December leading up to Christmas Eve. Me and Sharmaine changed up a little bit, and what we did was we are going to open, we did do it in 2023. We opened 1 to 2 books a month, every month, like once a month, leading up until just now. I have 3 books left to unwrap, and it'll probably be like, we just did our October one, so I'll probably unwrap 2 in November, 1 in December, vice versa, whatever. And then come January, we have a whole new Advent unwrap. So I am going to fill it in one of the shelves behind me. Last year was in this bookshelf you guys do not see. But I know Sharmaine always had it visible. It looked really cute behind her. So I'm going to figure out one of these shelves. I do have to organize them again. You guys can see they get a little messy. And me and Sharmaine talked about doing 24 books so we can do 2 a month. Because some months we did 1, some months we did 2. Because we only wrapped 18. And we're giving ourselves plenty of time because I know last year I wrapped all the books in 1 night and I was exhausted. I was up till like 1 a.m. I'm not doing that to myself this year. So this year I'm already going to probably start by the end of the month. I'm just going to wrap 1, 2 books here and there. And then by end of November, I'll have all my books wrapped and ready to go to start in December. So I'm not going to show you all 24 books, so we'll be here forever. I have 8 books in front of me that I'm going to include. And then I have a story time I want to share with you guys because I got scammed. It's probably going to be in the title, and it's not clickbait, it's true. I got scammed for a decent amount of money for me, 4 books. I'll save that for the end. So here are the 8 books I'm going to wrap up in my advent calendar, plus many more. So one of them is The Midnight Library. Target was having, was it 20% off books or buy one get one free or half off? I don't remember, but I always I don't generally buy books unless there is a sale or it's like used books, because that's cheaper, obviously, like Pango books. You guys saw, like, I did even like a Facebook marketplace where they were free. If not, I just sit them in my Amazon wish list and I wait till someone gets it for me as a gift for Christmas, for my birthday, because you guys know, like I said, book buying gets expensive. I do treat myself on like Prime Day in July because books were on sale. Target just had a sale recently. Anyway, I got this one. Obviously, it has the Target sticker right on it. And I have heard really good things about this one. I'm kind of bummed I bought it. Now I'm like, should I return it? But nah, it's okay. because my job, I have a library at my school, but I will be honest, we don't get a lot of like newer books, because I looked into it at first and I was like, oh, I'll save myself a lot of money. I can just rent books from my school library. But no, but they did get this book in. They got 2 copies, and the librarian actually talked to me. He's like, if you ever want a book, like, just talk to me. I can get it into the school. So maybe I should start trying to do that, save myself a little bit of money. But I have heard really good things about this. Was basically, there's like 2 different choices in this main character's life, and they are able to see the outcome of their life with both choices, or something along those lines. Like, it even says, like, what if you were given a chance to fix your past? Enter the Midnight Library. Nora's life had gone from being bad to worse. At the stroke of midnight and her last day on Earth, she finds herself transported to the Midnight Library, where each book contains an alternate life, a possible world in which she made different choices. She is given what seems like the ultimate opportunity, a chance to undo her regrets and try out each of the other lives she might have lived. But things aren't always what she imagined they'd be, and soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Before time runs out, she must answer the ultimate question. With infinite choices, what is the best way to live? Then this one is called The Last Chance Library. I think I got this from Book Outlet, because I know Book Outlet does cheaper books too. That's usually when I will treat myself. And usually I still wait for a sale or a coupon. And basically it's about a girl that wants to save her local library that is going to be closing. There's definitely like a theme with my first 3 books. I just realized that. And then this one is the Bookish Life of Nina Hill. I also bought this one used. And it's about a girl who literally just like lives her life with her nose in a book. You know, she doesn't have a lot of social interactions, a lot of friends. And then the father Nina never knew existed suddenly dies, leaving behind innumerable sisters, brothers, nieces, and nephews. Nina is horrified. They all live close by. They are all, or mostly all, excited to meet her. She will have to speak to strangers. And as if that's not enough, Tom, her trivia nemesis, has turned out to be cute, funny, and deeply interested in getting to know her. Does he not realize what a terrible idea that was? Nina considers her options. 1, completely change her name and appearance. 2, drastic, plus she likes her hair. 2, to flee to a deserted island. Hard pass. 3, hide in a corner of her apartment and rock back and forth. Well, I'm already doing that. Is it time for Nina to come out of her comfortable shell that she is not convinced real life could ever live up to fiction? It is going to bring a brand new family. It is going to take a brand new family, a persistent suitor, and the combined efforts of ice cream and trivia to make her turn her own fresh page. This one I just got recently as a birthday gift from my sister-in-law, and it's In the Weeds. This is by B.K. Borison. I read Love Light Farms by her. That is the Christmas book. So she has like a series. I think it's, oh my god, it's like a town. I forgot the name of the town, but that's like the name of the series. I would think it would say it on the book, and I don't see it here. And she has 1 book for each season. So Love Light Farms is the winter or Christmas one. In the Weeds is the fall one. And I do like reading things. Oh, and this one says includes bonus material. I do like reading things in the season. So I'm like, ooh, should I leave this one out and read it for fall? I had a hard time choosing some books because, like, I already want to read them now. But that's the point. I'll unwrap it and it'll not force me, but you know what I mean? I'm more likely to read it then when I unwrap it. Makes it more exciting. So I'm going to wrap this one up. In fact, actually, Midnight Library was one that I wrapped up. I never got to reading it. So there are some in here that are repeats that were in my advent calendar last year. I read a lot of them, but I didn't read all of them. You know, work, life gets in the way. Then I have Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. One of my favorite books of all time is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This was turned into a TV show. I am dying to read this. I have heard incredible things. I want to watch the show, but I have to read the book first. And so one thing I am going to do different this year is I am going to number the books. I know Sharmaine talked about it too, because she ended up repurchasing books that she already had because she didn't know she wrapped them. And for me, it's more, there was books I wanted to buy and I went, wait, like I was going to buy Book Lovers by Emily Henry and I haven't, because I'm like, wait, did I wrap it? Do I already own it? Like I literally cannot remember. So I have not purchased it yet because I want to make sure I don't have it. So I'm going to be writing a list. I don't plan on looking at it unless I absolutely need to. And I'm going to also, and that way also, if it's a book that's recommended for book club, like I know this was one of the ones that was recommended, it did end up winning, but I don't want to have to buy it when I already own it and it's just wrapped. So if I label this like number 5 on the list, 5 says Daisy Jones and the Six, and it ends up winning as a book club book, then I'll know, okay, I have to unwrap number 5. So I'm definitely doing that this year. Then I have another Taylor Jenkins Reads, Malibu Rising. I'm pretty sure I got this as a gift too, because a lot of people know I love Taylor Jenkins Reid, so they tend to give it to me as gifts, which is awesome because I love getting books as gifts. And then I have 2 Nicholas Sparks books here. I love Nicholas Sparks. I haven't read a Nicholas Sparks book in a while because for a long time, you guys know I was super into thrillers. I would say mostly 2022 and half of 2023. I was like a thriller reader, loved it. I don't know what it is, but since May, like since my grandmother died, I started reading fluffy romances because I just wanted something happy and bubbly, and I haven't stopped, and I've been loving romance. And The Housemaid is a thriller, and I read it, and I enjoyed it, and I have no issues with thrillers. I was nervous, since it does deal with death, that it would bother me, but I didn't have any problems with it. But I don't know, I'm just in a romance phase right now, so I decided to include some Nicholas Sparks. This one I got, so as you can see the Barnes & Noble sticker, Barnes & Noble does half off hardcover books the 2 days after Christmas. If you guys did not know that, they do that every year. So I treated myself to this one for half off. This one is Dreamland. And then this one I actually picked up at a yard sale for $4. And this one is Every Breath. And these books is kind of like how I got scammed. So that is it for the Advent calendar. Of course, I'm not just wrapping these 8. I'll be wrapping, what's 24 minus 8? Not good at 16. I will be wrapping up 16 more, and you guys will be seeing me and Sharmaine unwrap them each month. We usually always do it the first Tuesday of the month. And Sharmaine actually in her video showed how she wrapped them. Because if you guys watched last year, we include treats as well. I should mention that. So she had like little bags of tea, stickers. I meant to show you guys some of those things, and I forgot. But I am going to include treats, and I'm going to go bigger and better this year because last year I didn't think to wrap it the way Sharmaine did. She had like a bunch of cute like flaps, and she was able to tuck things in the flaps. I just covered my mic, so hopefully you guys heard that. But what I did was I put everything on the inside cover. For a perfect example, I didn't realize that there's still actually a sheet mask in this one. Not this one, I'm sorry. This one, because like I said, this was in my Advent calendar last year. So right here, I have a sheet mask, and that's exactly what I did. In each, either the back cover or the front cover, I put a sheet mask, a bookmark, and a little drink pouch, because I like to add those to my water, like, you know, drink flavorings. And I wrapped it up, just like, so I had to pick treats that were flat, if that makes sense. The way Sharmaine did it, she wasn't as limited as me. And in her video, she actually shows how she wrapped it. So I'm going to be using her video as a tutorial, and I'm going to be wrapping these books, my presents for myself. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be including more than just drink pouches and bookmarks and face masks. So I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to start wrapping up these books and having fun with that. But let's talk a little bit about my scam. So this happened on October 1st. And basically, I follow a lot of Bookstagram pages over on Instagram, and that's basically an Instagram that is dedicated to books. And that's how a lot of times I figure out what books I want to read, what authors I want to check out. I love Bookstagram. My page is not solely a Bookstagram page, but I definitely share what books I read each month. Sometimes I'll do a quick little review. I always link my Instagram down below if any of you guys are interested. But most Bookstagrams are dedicated just to books and nothing else. And I follow a few, and they kept resharing this girl called Bridges Falls for Book Boys. And I ended up clicking the post and following along with her story because it broke my heart, and she definitely preyed on people's kindness. Prey as in like predator, Prey. And basically, people were sharing her story because they felt awful for this girl. And basically, she was a Bookstagram page. She did it with her best friend, which was Ray Reviews. Ray Reviews, it's a longer story. She still exists. I will link her down below. But I have mixed feelings about Ray Reviews. And I don't like to be a drama channel and talk bad about people. But I want to tell my side of the story because I don't want something like this to happen to you guys. Because I am struggling this month to pay my rent. Like, I am being honest with you guys. I got an extension from my landlord, thank God, because my rent was due October 1st. And she's giving me 2 extra weeks. And she even said if I can't pay the full amount, thankfully, me and Joe were only short about $150. My mom's going to kick it in, and then I'm paying my mom when I get paid. I get paid bi-weekly, so it'll be like 2 weeks from now. But anyway, and I'm struggling because I gave this girl money I want to say out of the kindness of my heart, but I was also getting something too. It wasn't just a donation. There are people that just donated. But let me go back. So Rave Reviews and Bridges Falling for Book Boys were two Bookstagram pages. They were best friends. And technically sister-in-laws. She wasn't married to Ray's brother. I don't think she was. But they were in a very long-term relationship. And they wanted to start a small business. They were talking about making bookish goods. They were making bracelets. They were selling them. And the bracelets were book-related. They would have, like, book quotes or, like, you know, authors' names or titles of books. And she also did Taylor Swift stuff. She was really big into Taylor Swift, the two of them. And back in August, Ray's brother died. So this is Bridget's boyfriend. He died of a car accident. And they were both really struggling with that, I could imagine. And then, what was it, about a month ago? So in September at some point, Ray committed suicide. And there's a reason that it is in parentheses. So Ray no longer posted on her page, and now it was just Bridget Falling for Book Boys. And she talked about how she lost her partner and her best friend in one shot. And how she was really struggling, and she was doing her best to just survive each day and keep their memories alive and all these beautiful things. And Ray had a very big collection of books. She had a closet dedicated to just books. So like where people usually put clothes, she had books. Ray had a vision of opening a bookstore one day, and she was adding to this closet to eventually open a bookstore. And Bridget was selling these books to make extra income because she found out she was pregnant. So my heart was breaking for this girl. You know, I was like, oh my God, she lost her boyfriend and her best friend in one shot. I can't imagine the pain that this girl is feeling. And then to find out she is pregnant. She's expecting that man's child and now has to raise this baby by herself. People were giving her donations. People were sending her food. Like, she was literally posting photos. She made an Amazon wish list. And it was, of course, dry goods. It was like pantry. Canned items, oatmeal, Pop-Tarts, things like that. And I was like, I love this community. I'm so happy. And it's like you guys, I say that all the time, like this YouTube community. I'm so happy that all these people are surrounding this person and helping this person. So I thought, let me buy some books. This way, it's helping her. She's making some money. And it's helping me because I'm adding to my book collection. So I commented, and I was basically like, hey, I love Nicholas Sparks. I would take any Nicholas Sparks book you have. I would take any Taylor Jenkins Reid's book you have. And I literally have the Instagram messages. I have screenshots. Actually, she deactivated, so the messages might be gone. But I was like, the only books I have are Malibu Rising and what's the other? Daisy Jones and the Six. Anything else you have by Taylor Jenkins Reid's, I would take. Then I said I would take any Emily Henry you have, minus Happy Place, because I have that one. I would take any Christina Lauren you have, minus so on and so forth. You understand where I'm coming from. So she was like, okay, it comes out to, it's $3 a book. These are the books I have. You know, X amount of books times $3. Your total comes out to $84. And she said, I'll even do the shipping for free. I just want them to go to a good home, blah, blah, blah. So I really appreciated that. And I was like, you know, I'm getting something out of it. And she's getting something out of it. Because you got to remember, she didn't pay for these books. They were, like, inherited to her. So she was making full profit from these books. And people were buying books from her left and right. And she was thanking people so much for the help. People were resharing her page. So I ordered that amount of books. And then, so I wanted to play with PayPal with purchase protection because you can get your money back. I've had to do that before, sadly, because people suck. But she sent me a screenshot from PayPal, and it was saying how if you use purchase protection, the person doesn't get the money for up to 21 days. And she said, I really can't wait 21 days for the money. Are you okay with sending it friends and family? And because she had so many posts and everything seemed so real, and I felt so bad for her, and people were buying from her, like she was sharing people and she was like thanking them, and like I said, and it was just a lot of things. So I didn't follow my gut feeling, and I paid her with friends and family without the purchase protection. The next day, I just said, hey, were you able to ship it? And she said, no, I'm boxing them up now. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. Then the following day, she did something called book boxes. And she was like, oh, I was thinking about doing something with book boxes. So it'll be like a mystery. You don't know what books you're going to get. It's going to be like a blind date with a book because she said that her friend Ray had over 100 books in her possession. And she said it would be the quickest way, instead of private messaging people and sell and buy a book. And I was like, that makes sense. That's good business practice. Good for her. So I purchased a book box from her for $40. That one I did through Venmo. Because I actually had $50 in my Venmo wallet because I was running low on money. The 83 I spared. I really shouldn't have, but I was like, you know, I want the books. I'm helping somebody. I did it. I should have done it, but I did it. Venmo, that's why I Venmo'd her the second time. I said, hey, can I Venmo you instead of PayPal? Because I have money in my Venmo wallet. Like my mom had given me $25 for something. I think I had bought her something and she paid me back. And then one of the teachers I work with, I bought her lunch, so she sent me $10. So, you know, things like that. And I never transfer into my bank account. For me, it's like money I don't think about. I'm like, oh, one day if I need it, perfect scenario. Here it was. I wanted to buy a $40 book box. I had $50 in my Venmo wallet. $10 actually was from Wendy because I won the last bundle battle. And I have to go do a Dollar Tree haul soon, which I do plan on going soon. But anyway, so I sent her the $40 for Venmo through my Venmo wallet for the book box. And then yesterday, which was October 8th, she deactivated her account and you cannot message her. She is completely disappeared off the planet. But who did reappear? Ray Reviews. Ray, I don't know. I find it fishy because she appeared the day Bridget disappeared. And I've been talking to other people in the book community and they think that she's the same person. They don't think she's real. So anyway, Ray reappeared and she said that she did not commit suicide, but that she was in a mental hospital and had no access to her phone or social media. And she can't believe everything that Bridget did. And she said that obviously she was no longer friends with her and that she wasn't excusing her behavior, but that Bridget really was going through things. So none of us know if the pregnancy was real. Ray said that she thinks the pregnancy was fake. But then Ray says, well, from what she showed me medical records and she really was pregnant, but I had a miscarriage. I don't know. I don't know what's real at this point. I will say Ray seems legit, but so did Bridget. Ray has been sharing that she wants everyone to get their money back, that her and Bridget were going to the bank on Tuesday together, and that she was going to give her some money to start paying people back because everyone is threatening to call the police. Apparently Bridget made out with over $2,000. Some person, even out of the kindness of their heart, donated $1,000 to her to help pay her rent. And so anyway, so Ray's keeping a list of people who she owes money to. Not her, Bridget owes money to. But Ray's feeling really guilty because she knows that she's involved. And I messaged Ray. I told her my situation. And she did Venmo me $40. That's the only reason why I think it's somewhat legit. She said, I can't do the 83 through PayPal right now. She said, I'm really low on funds. I've been paying these people back. She was like, can we work out a payment plan? I said, okay. Even if I never see those $83 again, at least I got my 40 back on Venmo. But yeah, that's basically the story. She has been sharing on her story, like, people's names and how much money she's been paying them back. Just yesterday, she was out $300 paying people back. Is it real? I don't know. I can personally tell you, I did receive $40 back through Venmo. I'm glad I got some of my money back. So I took the whole $50 that was in my Venmo and I put it right into my bank account because my bank account is about to be in negative, guys. And I'm not saying this to be a sob story and I don't want anything from you guys. I'm just telling you the truth. And it's my own fault because I started Christmas shopping and I should have put it off, but I hate last minute shopping. And the truth is, if I'm not broke now, I'll be broke in November when I go Christmas shop. Christmas is always just a harder time, and I'm sure you guys understand that. I've also been buying a little bit because I've been doing like the fashion hauls because you guys seem to really like them. I'm trying to find a balance with that, guys, because I do love fall fashion. I love fashion in general, and I do want to show you guys hauls. But I can't just keep buying things, obviously. And I'm not making any money off YouTube. Yes, I am monetized now, guys, but I have not got a single paycheck. I have $30 in my YouTube account right now, and they don't even pay you till you hit 100. And they only pay you the 20th of every month, and I don't think I'll be hitting 100 by October 20th. I literally probably get about $1 a day because I want to say I've been monetized for about a month. So that is just me being straightforward and honest with you guys. So I just need to be more careful with my finances, and I need to be careful. You guys know I love to support a lot of small businesses, but I really, other than Christmas shopping, which I have to do, I guess have to is not 100%. I don't, I don't have to give presents, but I want to, obviously. Um, I am really gonna start thinking about things more. Like, I do want to support the small business, but I also have to think about the roof over my head. And I'm okay. There's food in my fridge, and there's people that are a lot worse off than me. But it was really, really upsetting. I was so frustrated last night. I was crying. On top of that, I think Joe got scammed too. He bought a custom sweatshirt online. Joe is really into bandanas. I told you guys that before. He literally has an entire bandana collection. He has every color, pattern, tie-dye, rainbow, everything that you could ever imagine. And there was this guy that literally makes sweaters out of bandanas. And it was a custom sweater. It was $200, something Joe really wanted. And I told him, if you really want it, go for it. He works hard. He deserves nice things. And Joe doesn't buy a lot for himself. Nothing gets delivered to this house for Joe. Very rare. He does spend his money more on fast food and other things that he shouldn't. We all do. We all buy something we shouldn't. But honestly, for possessions, Joe does not own a lot. And I was like, if you want that sweater, go for it. And I know custom items take a long time to make, but the guy's claiming he shipped it last month, and we have not got it. So me and Joe are, I don't know, struggling. And it's not even financially, just like with life in general. I just feel like so angry. Like, I don't want to change who I am. I still want to be a kind person. I still want to support the small businesses. I still want to show you guys fashion, but I got to figure out the balance. And I just want to make sure that I'm not in a place where I'm going to hurt myself, But that's basically it. I feel weird ending on this note, but it's the truth. I don't know. Just be careful, guys. Like, of course you want to support people. You want to be kind to people, but think about yourself and your loved ones, and I don't know much else to say other than that. Obviously I have some hauls. I've been spending money. I actually have a bunch of birthday things I'm going to be showing you guys. All my pre-film content after next week will be out, so I have a bunch of things around me that I've been wanting to film, so I can finally put the items away. So even though it's October, you guys are finally going to be getting what I got for my birthday hauls. I'm going to be showing you guys like the Christmas gifts I've been ordering and stuff, and then I'm really hoping the hauls are like non-existent come the new year. I do think I have a slight shopping problem. But yeah, that is it for this video. Excuse me. And with the mic, that must be really loud. But you guys will be seeing me unwrap the advent calendar with my friend Sharmaine every month come the new year. Like I said, we still have books left over from our last advent for November and December. It's usually always the first Tuesday of the month. Please go check out my friend Sharmaine. If you're giving any books as Christmas gifts, go watch her video for sure. She shows you such a cool way that you can wrap it, and you can include other little gifts with the book. It's such a cute idea. I love the way she wrapped. So I'm excited to wrap these books. And I'm bummed because I thought I was going to be showing you guys a really good haul. I planned on using a lot of her books for the advent calendar, and obviously that isn't happening now. I was really, really sad last night. But you know what? And I even posted a status about it on Facebook, and everyone said, don't change who you are because of shitty people. And it's true, and I'm trying to remember that. Like I said, I just got to learn a balance. But that is it for this video, guys. Check out my friend Sharmaine. She will be linked down below. What was the haul I was going to link? I even said it. Oh, the review for the housemaid. Hopefully I remember. If not, like I said, I have a whole book club playlist on my channel. But that is it for this video, guys. Be safe.